Some culture news for you now, and the renowned Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater is coming back to Paris next week for the first time in 7 years. From October 18th to October 26th, the troupe will be performing at the Palais de Congrès here in the French capital. The company was first founded in 1958 to present Ailey's vision of honoring Black culture through dance. Since then, most of the members of the troupe have come from the United States, but there is one French dancer. That's star member Yannick Lebrun, who joins me now live from New York. Yannick, hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, Yannick, you have been dazzling audiences around the world as a member of Alvin Ailey for some time now. How does it feel to be coming here to France to perform?
It feels amazing because we're so excited to be back in Paris after 7 years of absence, and here we are. The days are approaching, and we're so excited to feel the energy of the Paris audience who loves the company.
And also here, you're going to be performing some world premieres of some new pieces. How does that feel as a dancer to be performing something for the first time, especially for you being French here in France?
Yeah, it's such an exciting moment for us to bring some new ballets in the company in Paris. Just like the ballet Century, choreographed by Amy Hall, Garner the ballet Me, Myself, and You by Elizabeth Rojas, following the subtle current upstream, Dancing Spirit. So many different ballets that we're bringing, and of course our masterpiece Revelations, choreographed by Alvin Ailey. So we cannot wait to see the audience responding to those ballets.
Absolutely. And of course, when Alvin Ailey created his company so many years ago, part of his goal was to showcase African American dancers. How much is his vision of honoring Black culture through dance still prevalent today with the company?
It is very prevalent today in the company because our mission is to definitely keep the legacy alive. I forgot to mention earlier that we're also bringing back a ballet called Survivors that was restaged 2 years ago, after many years of not seeing this piece. It was a piece that was celebrating the legacy and the lives of Nelson Mandela, but also being able to bring back some new choreographers, some new voices, African American choreographers, to give them their voice as well for the company. So yes, we are still keeping the legacy, and it's still prevalent today.
And you mentioned Survivors, Yannick, in which you really have a starring role. We have a clip of that. We're going to take a look at it, and we'll come back and talk to you in just a moment.
Okay.
That clip from Survivors, one of the pieces being performed here in Paris by the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, starting next week with Yannick Lebrun, who's with me, still joining me from New York. Yannick, you've been part of the Alvin Ailey family now for 20 years. Let's go back to the beginning of your dance career. You left your home in French Guiana when you were just about 18 years old to study at that school on a scholarship. What do you remember about that time? How big a culture shock was that for you?
It was such a big shock moment for me because you grew up in the Amazon, you grew up in South America with your family, with everyone who saw you dance, and then all of a sudden you have to make that big change and follow your dreams. I truly believe that New York was the place for me, and I really wanted to have a career in dance in New York. So moving from French Guiana to New York was scary, but it was a beautiful challenge. And I worked really hard from being in a school to then join Ailey to the junior company, and then join the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater officially in 2008. So I'm very happy that I took this big leap of faith.
And so are we, and all of the audience members who go to see you perform. Of course, you've had such an incredible career since then. You were even named one of the 50 most talented French people in the United States. Do you feel like you bring aspects of your Frenchness to your work today, to the troupe today, as a dancer, or are all the cultural differences erased when you're on stage?
Yeah, I always make sure that I bring my experience and my upbringing, my roots growing up in French Guyana. It's something that's never going to leave me, and it's always something that's going to be part of my artistry. What's beautiful is that Mr. Ailey created this company to celebrate the African American experience. But it was definitely a company that was opening doors for many people around the world, different dancers, different backgrounds, origins, race, cultural backgrounds. So it's really a blessing to be a part of this company that has a universal message.
And you've performed for some really big names over the years, people like Beyonce, Barack Obama. What's that like? Does that change your performance, or did you get a chance to talk to either of them or any other high-profile audience members?
Yeah, it's so incredible to get a chance to hear that they're in the audience and to get a chance to meet with them afterwards. It's really incredible because they're also as passionate and they also love art and they love Alvin Ailey. So the respect is mutual. So yeah, we do get a chance to speak to them, and sometimes it feels surreal.
I bet it certainly does. And from what I understand, didn't Beyonce watch you from the wings at one point?
Yes, so I remember in 2017 in Los Angeles, she came, and so she arrived, I think, a little bit after the show has started. So she sat by the wing stage right. So she was next to the dancers, and I'm on stage, and I'm looking over, and I'm like, wow, that's Beyonce and Blue, her
Blew
daughter,
her daughter.
yeah, just staring at us and admiring us. And it was just a major, big moment in my career. Like I couldn't believe it.
I can't even imagine. Did you ever have times when you have a show, you have to go on, but you're just not feeling it? And if so, how do you snap yourself out of that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you feel. Our job is definitely to express ourselves and to tell the story. So it doesn't matter how you feel before a performance. You must tell the story, and you have to do your best. So I warm up, I take class, I take some time for myself to go over the movement, to focus, because it takes extreme focus to do the level of performance that we do every night. We perform so much in the US, in New York, but also around the world, and to sustain that for now 17 years, it's pretty intense. So I also take a lot of time for myself to concentrate before each performance.
Just a quick question before you go, Yannick. You have been dancing for so long, for so much of your life. How do you see the future at this point? How long do you want to perform on stage?
I'm going to give myself a couple more years. I think that as long as my body can do it, and as long as I can physically do it and stay in shape and give myself to the world, I will keep dancing.
All right, Yannick, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. We're so looking forward to seeing you and all the Alvin Ailey American dancers performing at the Palais de Congrès here in Paris. That's from October 18th to the 26th. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And don't forget, you can check out all of our Entre Nous segments on the France 24 website, france24.com.